Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Monday the 13th of February. What you can see here, that's the midday chart, is if you saw the briefing yesterday or saw the charts yesterday, this high pressure was more sort of centered over here. It's slipping away steadily over the continent, and we're starting to now draw in this sort of southerly air with a little bit more moisture in it, and also the isobars are beginning to sort of tighten up. So over the next day or two, the sort of wind's going to pick up from the south. Pressure's still fairly high, 1,000 and I guess probably it's about 1,032, 1,034 over us today. So yeah, pretty high. And then if I play that on 24 hours, you can see not really a lot changes. Pressure's still the same. Isobars beginning to sort of pull together, and these fronts and low pressures are developing over the Atlantic. This is what we're going to see Thursday, Friday. So essentially, the jet stream is coming down here, and it will start to move across over us. The cold front there doesn't really amount to much, so probably get a day on Wednesday as well. So southerly winds then going southwesterly. Today they're fairly light, and you can see from the Taffs, Farnborough, 154 knots. It's more like a 120, 130 sort of southeasterly at the moment here. And Farnborough giving scattered at 1,800 feet, but a tempo broken at 900. Well, we're sort of on a bit of a border, really. Just the moment you'll see that in the SATPIC and the METARs, the airfield forecasts. Gatwick a bit further east, few at 2,000 feet. And then if you look at Boscombe down, they're more broken at 1,200 feet. And becoming a little bit better, and few at 1,500. So it's worse to the west, better to the east. And that's the case when you look at the METARs. Currently, Farnborough giving overcast at 700 feet, but Gatwick, no significant cloud, visibility is not very good. And out to the west, Boscombe, again overcast at 900. So there's a bit of a split at just the moment. The upper winds definitely got southerly flow now, 160, 180 to the south of us. So when we do go flying, it might make sort of setup a little bit challenging, but we'll work on that. Not strong, 10 to 15 knots at flying heights. And the SATPIC shows that split with a sort of clearer patch there, the east of sort of Farnborough, and more cloudy out to the west. This has been here all morning, but it's beginning to fill in a little bit. If I just play the animation, you can see that's 8 o'clock, and then it's beginning to sort of move a bit east. So that's a sort of prediction of a forecast of it filling in a little bit before it gets better. Unfortunately, as you see, we're stuck under that. Temperature wise, similar sort of picture to yesterday. Out of the wind it felt okay, but it's quite a cutting breeze. Wind chill was definitely present yesterday. Felt like about sort of 3 or 4 degrees when you stood out in the wind. Top Meteo, they're sort of picking this up as cloudy around here, and then to the east a little bit clear, but then they're saying over the next couple of hours it fills in a little bit and then begins to clear through by 12, 1 o'clock. So we should have a nice afternoon. Fingers crossed on that one, both of them. So a bit of a slow start, and hopefully it'll clear through and get better. As I say, the challenge will be the southerly wind. Certainly the top meteo are predicting the 30-foot winds. Light, but from the southeast. That's 10 o'clock. Only sort of, well, less than 10 knots. Stays about the same most of the day, really. But perhaps going a little bit more southerly once the clearance comes, which is not really a surprise. So, nice afternoon, hopefully. Airspace wise, absolutely nothing in the Lasham area to affect us. Quite quiet. Looks quite congested in there, but that's only the fact that they're saying the danger areas, a couple of these two here have had the height increased up to their maximum limit. One's 23,000 feet, I think. Hang gliding out near Pusey. So it just makes it look a bit congested, but nothing really of any significance going on that's relevant to gliding. And in terms of jet movements, nothing today, and one tomorrow, which is a very provisional one. So operationally, we were on 09 yesterday, and I think we're going to do the same thing. The ground is really quite dry now, so we're going to set up like this at some point with the launch point vehicle on the south side, around here somewhere. Gliders on the grass, cables will come down here, and the winch will probably be positioned all the way down here somewhere. So a really tight southerly operation with southerly wind, and people need to correct to the right on the launch to stop the cable dropping too far over the runway and out towards the trailers and caravans on the north side. So that's a snapshot of how I think we're going to operate. We'll have a look at what's happening when we actually get out there. Okay, folks, have another cup of tea. We'll keep an eye on the weather.